Best of R slash Tales from Retail episode 101. Subscribe for edit videos daily. So I've been working in a petrol station for years now. I have a great many stories of frustrating customers. I'll start with a rather foolish one and save some of the truly horrifying ones for later. So I am working the night shift at about 10 PM. It's quiet and I'm getting some odd jobs done. I'm on by myself and a customer comes in. He wanders around browsing for a while. When he finally comes to the counter, the conversations go something like this. Customer: why is everything so expensive here? Me: sorry, but it's the same at all of our branches. Part of the price you pay for the convenience. Customer: what do you mean convenience? It's not convenient at all. Me: I mean it's convenient because we are open 24 hours a day, so you can come here after all the other stores close. Customer: no, that's now how it works. You need to price match with local supermarket. Me: no. You see, it's because we are open all the time. We charge extra. Don't get me wrong, we are pricey and I don't agree with it, but it's how it works. Customer: no, you need to price match local supermarket. This is too expensive. Me: yes, but they close at 5 PM today and we're open 24/7. Customer: doesn't matter. It's cheaper there. Me: then buy it at local supermarket and save yourself some money. Customer: I can't. They're closed now. Me: exactly. Customer: me. Customer: you still need to price match. Me: okay. Here is the number for head office. Take it up with them. Customer leaves grumbling. I wish I could say this was a once-off conversation. Thank you. Next. This happened in the hour. Lady comes up with a bottle of Mountain Dew and just holds it up, not even showing the barcode. I tell her I need the barcode, ma'am. She apologizes and positions the bottle to where I can scan the item. She then tells me that she wants 2 packs of cigs. Both are Marlboro. So buy 2 and save like $1 or something. She puts in her loyalty discount number and I tell her your total today is $15.72. She puts the card in the drawer and I tell her that she has to run it out there because I don't have a pin put in the kiosk anymore because our drawer got upgraded. She once again says, "Oh, sorry." "It's okay," I say while smiling. She inserts her card into the pin pad and waits a second before pressing the yellow button and then the green one. "How do you run it as credit?" she asks me. I say some banks require to put in a. The lady cuts me off by telling me I don't have a pin. At this point I was thinking about calling my boss, but then I told her a lot of banks have you put in a pin for extra security. She then says I don't have a pin. It just takes it out of my checking account. After a few moments, she sets her drink down and gets back in her car and leaves. TLDR. Lady claims to not have a pin and leaves without her cigs and drink. Thank you. Next. Another story from the petrol station. So we had a guy come in and fill up his fuel. He came inside and realized he had left his card at home, a good 30 minutes drive away. I tell him that it's fine as long as he can get back before the end of my shift. I won't have to report it as a drive off. He thanks me, leaves his details and leaves. All round a decent guy. Cut forward 20 minutes or so and the store gets a call. Me: hello, wife. Hi, my husband was just there and left his card at home. Me: oh yeah, that's okay, I said, as long as he could get bar. Wife: no, it's not convenient for us tonight. Me: oh well, I'm afraid that Wife: no, you don't understand. It's inconvenient for him to drive all the way back tonight. We have kids and we have plans with them tonight. Important plans, so he can just pay it off later. Me: well, I'm sorry, but if he cannot return by the end of my shift, I will have to write it up and inform police about T. Wife: that's a ridiculous overreaction. I'll just pay over the phone by reading out my card number. Me: I'm sorry, but we cannot accept payment over the phone for legal reasons. It's store policy. Wife: you're making that up. It's inconvenient and my husband won't be returning tonight. Now let me pay over the phone. Me: sorry, but the system won't let me even if I try. Wife: get me your manager. Me: I'm the only one on tonight, but I'm happy to give you the number for head office. Wife: and they can let me pay over the phone to them. Me: no, absolutely not. But if you wish to complain, you can explain to them. She hangs up. About 10 minutes later I get a call from head office. Me. Hello? HO. Hi, this is head office calling in regards to a call we just got from a customer. She claimed you told her that she could pay for her husband's petrol over the phone. You realize this is against company policy? Me. No. Sorry, but I absolutely told her that she couldn't pay over the phone. She wouldn't listen to me. HO. I suspected as much. She was being difficult. Me. Yeah. HO. Well, that makes me feel better about what I said. I told her she was lucky you let her husband leave at all. You should have insisted he leave his car there while he got a cab home and back. I also told her that if they weren't back to pay in 40 minutes the police would be called immediately and they would have a criminal record. Me. Haha. How did she take that? HO. She was suddenly very cooperative. 20 minutes later the husband returns and pays for the fuel. I tell him thanks and to apologize to the wife for not being able to pay over the phone. He is confused by this. I explain what happened. He had no idea. He texted her saying he would be back late as he was going to pick up his card. She called us and complained without letting him know. He was not pleased. Just shook his head and left apologizing. Customer, I'm so sorry, she does this all the time. You don't get paid enough to deal with that. Thank you. Next. This actually happened last year. It was around 4:30 and the closer that would relieve me at 5 went on lunch. At around 4:40 this middle to upper age man comes up to the window. I assume he is either getting gas, a pack of smokes, or something else like lottery. I greet him with hello, sir. How are you? He doesn't greet me back, he just goes straight to the point. He says, so I came here and brought a propane tank 2 to 3 weeks and it ended up blowing out the back of my grill. So I need another one. I then proceed to ask him if he has the tank. He says number. I then asked him if he at least has the receipt and again he says no. Without a clearly defective tank or receipt I do not have the authority to do anything. I was wondering if it happened 2-3 weeks ago, why didn't he come right after it happened? I ask my co-worker, who is considered the backup manager for the fuel center, and she says that if he doesn't have proof of payment, then we would just have to send him up to customer service. He gets a bit upset and goes, they have given me a free one before. Every time I buy a tank here, there is something wrong with it. I then said, I'm sorry about that sir, but you could go up to customer service and ask to speak with a manager because we don't have authority to give an exchange without proof of a purchase. He then huffed and walked away. I am guessing that he never talked to a manager because I never got a call from my bosses asking about him. I just wonder why you would keep buying something if it is not working for you. Edit for some more info. He wanted a whole new one. Where I work they're like $54 including tax. Thank you. Next. This happened a few weeks ago but thought it was pretty funny. I work for a distributor that sells car and motorbike accessories. We don't typically sell to the public but there are some products we have that aren't stocked by our dealers. Accessories and older products typically, which we sell online. A customer called and inquires about a Bluetooth headset for his motorbike. After lots of questions he let me know to put it aside and he'd be in the next day. So at this point I'd like to say they were not a retail store. We only accept payments by card as we don't have a till. Due to the small amount of customers we actually get in the store this is not normally a problem. The gentleman comes in and I show him the headset. He's happy and pulls out his wallet. Once I see him pull out the cash I let him know that we only accept card. He says I don't want it then and walks out the door with another word. I put the stock back and go back to the office very confused. The best part is that we were only 3 doors down from his bank. We did lose a $400 sale but I don't know that we'll be adding a cash till anytime soon. Thank you. Next. Some background for those who have not read any of my other posts. I, 20+ male, work in a health food store in Israel. I am currently middle management but at the time of this story I was just a cashier and shelf stocker. It is also important to know that lately, one of the nearby neighborhoods has been filling up with French migrants, most of them religious people looking for homes in the Holy Land. Most of them are nice enough and I have no issue with them. This is an exception. Day 1. One afternoon as I am reorganizing a section of the store, an old lady, FL for French lady henceforth, comes up to me and starts asking me something in French. I smile politely and say both in English and Hebrew that I apologize but I don't speak French and thus cannot help her. FL. In Hebrew. I don't speak Hebrew or English, so you have to help me in French. OP, I'm sorry but as I said, I don't speak French. FL huffs and walks away. I am later told by my co-workers that she went through the same conversation with all of them as well during this time. About half an hour later I am at the register with my direct supervisor and great friend that we'll call Mike. Fake name. When FL comes to check out, I ring her items through and ask if she has a membership. This is when she explodes. Why are you still talking to me in Hebrew? I told you I only speak French. OP, I'm sorry mom but as I said before, I don't speak French, only Hebrew and English. FL, well I just moved here from France so I deserve service in French. OP, I'm sorry but I can't help with that. At this point she berates me, my co-workers and the store itself for our bad service and horrible treatment of customers. I've had enough, but the store manager puts emphasis on customer experience so I suck it up and respond, I'm sorry mom, but this is Israel and the official language here is Hebrew so that is what our employees are required to know. We happen to have workers right now that additionally speak English, Arabic, Russian, Portuguese and some Japanese. We will gladly help you in any language we speak but we just can't speak French. She was not happy at that but after some additional grumbling, she paid and left. Day 2. The next day we are celebrating a co-worker's birthday in the store. We bought cake and candles, opened a bottle of wine and were singing happy B-Day when she walks in and interrupts to ask for the manager, M. From now on, M goes to the side to speak with her and it is very clear that they are talking about me as she is staring and pointing right at me. I'm not too worried as I did nothing wrong and the manager is a cool guy. When they finish speaking M comes up to me, OP, this lady is claiming you screamed at her that this is Israel and we speak Hebrew here and refuse to assist her in any other language. OP, you know that's BS right? I've never said anything like that. I help out customers in English all the time. M, I know, just apologize to her so I don't have to deal with this. I go to apologize. Excuse me FL, I think there was a misunderstanding yesterday. I never meant to say anything of the sort and I'm truly sorry if that's the way you understood me. FL, no, there was no misunderstanding. You know what you meant to say. At this point I am dumbfounded. How can you know what I meant to? You know what? Never mind. You are right and I am wrong. I apologize and I walk away. Mike asks me what all that was about, so I tell him. It is important to note that Mike grew up in the US and while he can understand Hebrew just fine it is easier for him to speak English so that's how we have always communicated. Therefore he knows her story is BS. At this point Mike is getting annoyed with FL for lying about his workers and friends so we start plotting our revenge. Part 3. FL is becoming a regular, and we learn her routine. The first thing we notice is that she is usually shopping in a hurry. The second is that she always calls ahead so that we save her a specific item aside. We save her products just as she requests. FL walks into the store and asks Mike to fetch her items for her as she is in a hurry. Mike slowly bends down to look at the shelf under the register where they are kept, opens up his phone and starts scrolling through Twitter while moving things about in shelf so it sounds like he's looking. He takes a full 5 minutes just to pull the items off the shelf and hands them to her with his best customer service smile. FL seems ticked but does not complain, simply pays for her stuff and leaves. We turn this into a routine. Twice a week. Every week we waste 5 more minutes of her time. FL gets used to this delay so now we have to find a new revenge. Part 4. FL walks into the store on a relatively quiet day and goes about her shopping. She approaches the registers where I am waiting and requests someone else rings her up as I am rude and unacceptable. Mike gladly steps in and proceeds to waste more of her precious time. First, he claims the product code reader is broken and he has to type out all the codes one by one. Then he makes sure to type everything super slowly, making as many mistakes as possible along the way that he then has to go back and fix one by one. Mike also makes sure to type out the entire 15-digit codes. Although only the last 6 are necessary. He's at least 10 full minutes into ringing her up when he notices one of the items she chose has a different brand on sale, so he offers to go get one for her, because why should she go through that trouble when he can do that for her? She agrees so FL spends the next 10 minutes waiting for Mike as he walks around to the item helping other customers along the way. Mike returns with the item on sale but all 4 different flavors and explains he simply didn't want to pick out the wrong one for her. FL picks out one flavor and Mike excuses himself again to return the unwanted flavors, helping out customers along his way once again. At this point Mike has been ringing FL through for around half an hour. When the last item is run through, FL asks Mike to put on her membership and I can help, grinning wildly as he apologizes and tells her memberships need to be put on first for the sales to go through properly. Erases the bill and starts the whole process over again. All in all, her bill of around 20 items took 45 minutes. Note, it has been over a year since this story took place. FL has become regular, buying in the store between 2 and 5 times a week. She still causes trouble every now and again and she still hates me no matter what I do. If you are interested, I will write down some more of my encounters with her. Oh, and every once in a while she still asks for help in French. P.S. I know the word customer is spelled wrong in the title. I can't change it. Thank you. Next. Many years ago, I worked in the grocery department of a large regional retailer. I knew a lot about the department and had a knack for picking up on cues that would indicate a customer need assistance. Sometimes, these customers stuck out like a sore thumb. I'm referring to certain gentlemen, with their wife's lists in hand, looking confused as all hell. I approached one particular older customer and asked if he needed help. He jumped at the opportunity, showed me his list, pointed to 2 letters, and asked, "What does SS mean?" I'm momentarily speechless. I didn't write the list. I asked him if he has any clue as to what it might be and he said he thinks his wife said it was for breakfast. I ponder that for a moment and realize SS is probably a breakfast cereal. I show him and he remembers that is exactly what his wife told him before he left. He thanks me and mentions he'd be in trouble if he forgot the SS. We chuckle and part ways. Another customer helped and another husband saved.